The World Grand Prix champion Daryl Gurney has made light work of young Dutchman Jeffrey de Zwaan. He's whitewashed him 6-0 here in Minehead on the main stage. And he'll meet the winner of the match currently on board 2, just downstairs in Red's Bar. That's where Vincent van der Voort and Robbie Green are locked at 4 legs apiece. The race to 6. And we will find out very shortly who will meet Daryl Gurney tomorrow afternoon. And this is how things stand at the moment. Not a bad lineup, is it, on the main stage here at Butlins? Look at that. We've got MVG and Peter Wright headlining our final matches. But next up is the 2014 champion G.Anderson against Mickey Mansell. Let's get back to John.
Yes, thank you. Welcome back to Mr. Green Sport Players' Championship Finals, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation, live on ITV. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome the millions of viewers joining us around the world to Butlins. Time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Colono Cyclone, Mickey Mansell. Gentlemen, the winner of the Players' Championship Finals, the winner of 2 Premier Leagues, and the former 2-time back-to-back champion of the world.
Mickey Mansell, one of the few left-handers on the circuit. The Northern Irishman hit a 9-darter in a Euro Tour qualifier earlier in the year, so not to be underestimated. But he is up against G.Anderson, who, when he last won this, he went on to win the World Championship. That would be a nice omen once again. Alan and John back in the commentary box for this one.
The crowd are getting excited because it's G.Anderson time. Michael van Gerwen coming up. It's going to take an awful lot to dislodge either of them.
Yeah, both obviously 2 of the top players in the world, and players that can win any event they want to when they put their mind to it, no doubt.
Well, there is Mickey Mansell, 44 years old, Colono Cyclone. And up against him, G.Anderson, twice the world champion. He's had a good year. Little baby daughter arrived not so long ago. 46 years old, nearly 47 now, Gary. I'm sure he'd love to get right back into winning ways with this tournament and then moving on to the World Championship. And you can sense when G.Anderson, Michael van Gerwen, Peter Wright still to come, when the big guns get up onto that stage, there's a real frissons of excitement around Minehead.
Yeah, there certainly is, and Gary's certainly one of the favourites for the crowds. Love to see him play. Calls himself an old school player, does Gary, just gets on with it.
Vincent van der Voort just took 102 out to make it 5-all against Robbie Green. It's gone to the deciding leg. Great start from Anderson.
Good start from Gary. Crowd responding. Mickey Mansell will take his time. Gary notoriously sometimes get a bit impatient.
Well, you see, and he's sometimes patchy in early round matches. Sometimes looks as though he's got a bit of fragility about him, although he always seems to get his head on when it comes towards the World Championship time of year, doesn't it? Played well at the Grand Slam, got to the semi-finals, lost that extraordinary game against Peter Wright, but he played some good darts there.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting back to his top form. Always a dangerous player, can win any event he wants to, as we've seen in the past.
Electric atmosphere in the big arena. They are all standing up because they absolutely do love the darts.
Yeah, they come down here in their droves, they really do. They get hooked up very early down here in Minehead.
He's on a finish. Ooh, just the wrong side of the wire. Sorry, Alan.
That's all right. Can stay there though. Still looking in good position against the darts in this leg.
Played each other 5 times previously. Gary Anderson's won them all. 1-0 on television in the last 16 of the World Grand Prix, which Gary won 3-1. So then, for 1-0. 60s. Double 8. So, a glimmer of an opportunity for Mansell to hold on to his throw. Got to take this.
I'm surprised Gary didn't go 12 tops there. Decided to go the other way. Well, that's a bit of a blocker. He'll do well to get the treble here. I think he has. Tops!
Double 4.
They're the kind of chances you have to take, but Gary still hasn't hit the double.
Well, I mentioned that he can be a bit sticky at early stages sometimes, and Gary won't be happy with this. Robbie Green has beaten Vincent van der Voort 6-5. Got to go in now.
Both players looking fragile on the doubles at the moment, but Mansell finally flicks one over the top and steals the leg.
Anderson with the throw now. That was only a hold-up throw. Oh, great pass. Brilliant. Good as a maximum.
When you start the leg with a high score, it almost puts away that missed double you've had in the previous leg, because you're moving on with the match.
5 missed doubles, didn't he, Gary Anderson there? That's a statistic he'll be desperately happy with.
He'll just be mad at himself for throwing the leg away more than anything. I'm sure he'll make amends. One of the big scorers in the game, as we know.
There's just down the road from here in Burnham-on-Sea.
Happy with that last one, Mansell. All the threes.
Been 1 or 2 one-sided matches tonight, and there were a few people who suspected that this was going to be another of them. Mickey Mansell has other ideas.
It's a relative short format for a TV event. A lot of the matches we have now on the Pro Tour, European Tour, some of the early rounds, well, best of 11. Be over pretty quickly.
So 134 now, both of them on the same finish.
I wasn't sure which way he was going there, and eventually had that in the single one, so he's left himself with a bit more work to do.
He's not quite settled into it yet, Anderson. Mansell with an opportunity to break the throw. Not now, though.
Gary will just want a clean and tidy finish here on the 96 and then move on to the next leg.
Settling down if he can. Treble 20, the dart he's looking for. He's got it. Now double 18. Likes it up here. Oh, yes. That's more like the Gary Anderson the fans love.
Yeah, nice clean finish there from Gary. Put away for the Demons from that first leg. 5 darts to the double. Let Mansell in.
It was in 2014, of course, that Gary Anderson beat A.D. Lewis 11-6 in the final. And that was on the way to his World Championship success. It kind of ignited him, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Played really well in the tournament and took that to the World Championships and played absolutely outstanding. So lost in the final, didn't he, in 2010 to Taylor.
58.
He's just blowing a bit hot and cold at the moment, Anderson. Mansell's got to hang in there, and when he gets his opportunities, put them away. He needs to score more heavily than he is doing at the moment. That's more like it.
And also these players on the Pro Tour that, you know, they're very experienced despite maybe not being seen on TV as much by our viewers. You know, they're playing at the top level on a regular basis. Pro Tour, European Tour.
Great standard, but a very different sort of tempo and atmosphere. Played in silence, and here it's anything but.
Well, that's right. That's one of the things that you have to get used to. You know, all the things that are around you on the stage, the build-up, the walk-on. It's just a little bit different. The more you do it, the more used to it you get. Obviously, the European Tour is great for that because they have the big crowds there.
Well, this is for the lead again. 101. Looking at treble 19. Not now, so Anderson has... Well, it's a big ask, but he can do it. 148.
It's all about the first dart. If it sticks in that treble 20 and has a good lie. Ooh, long way off there, Gary. So another opportunity here for Mansell to hold on to throw.
44 for 2-1. 12 double 16 would be the normal way. What do I know? 4 tops.
A Motown shot.
Well, that's an opportunity missed. Is Anderson going to punish him? 84 is now the ask. Decides to stay on, and he's left himself double 12, gets that treble 20. Drag that to miss by a little distance.
Beautiful second dart, wasn't it? The first
fabulous.
one looked like it blocked the treble 20 bed.
It's got to be a good marker. Ooh. Another missed opportunity. Come on, he says. This time it's tucked away, and the big outsider, Mickey Mansell, is back ahead.
We're just going for the 19s just to maybe change thought process in his head. He's obviously scored not that badly, to be fair. Not often you see a player of his quality throwing his first 2 darts at the 19.
Well, he's a big 20 thrower normally, isn't he? And that's I don't know, confidence, or just trying to get a fresh perspective, just trying to get his mind freshened up a bit, and to... I think it's not quite there at the moment, though, for Gary, for whatever reason.
No, I mean, in respect, you know, he threw the first leg away, didn't he? So he probably should be leading 2-1, despite not maybe scoring at the full rate we expect from Gary. He's got plenty of time to make amends.
First to 6, remember. That's more that they expect.
261. So he's got to be looking at least a ton here to leave a finish. That's a good second dart.
Jermaine Watimena.
Slip with the third one.
Jermaine Watimena is the man who's going to be playing the winner of this one in the next round.
Well, the machine gun was incredible, wasn't he? 9 minutes to dispatch Keegan Brown. 6-0. Incredible performance, it really was.
There's a little bit of afters on the stage after that match. Bit of feeling between the two of them. Words were exchanged. I just thought it wasn't quite as amiable as some of the matches.
It wasn't well played, sir.
I think it was a bit more than that.
Yeah, very fast player, Watimena.
For 2-2 now. There's double 4. And we saw what Anderson made of that. He was looking for the big 16, got the treble and left himself with double 4 rather than double top.
Yeah, it kind of stopped his throw, didn't it? Because obviously he was expecting to hit the 16 for tops. Got options here. Think he's staying upstairs.
Oh, good dart.
Very good dart, yes.
74.
Anderson gets away with it. Double 2 to square up the match. Double 1. There it is. But it is a struggle tonight. It's 2-2. Break at the end of the next leg. This is an important one. Now Anderson would like to just get his nose ahead now.
Yes. That's better.
Crowd willing on Gary Anderson, aren't they? Come from all over the country for this. It's not the population of Burnham who've turned up.
55.
Yeah,
although there'll be
all
one
over
or
the
two.
country. I've spoken to loads of people from all over the place.
Gets booked up so far in advance, these. Oh, one from another planet as well.
Okay, he needs to start jumping over his slow scoring from Mickey Mansell.
58.
He's got his nose ahead, but Mansell with the throw. Only averaging 77. Anderson, so often a man who averages well in excess of the ton mark. This stage averaging 84.
Just to check this out. That's why he's gone for 19 with the first one. 133 will be a good one. There's 130.
Well, 161 can be done. Both on a finish now. That's a great first dart. Treble 17 to leave bullseye. Oh, we missed that by a mile.
Oh, one way off there, wasn't he?
81.
Still some work to do. This can be done. 2 darts at treble 20. If he gets them both, it's double 5. Now, has to go around it for treble 20 in the ball. Can't do it.
65.
80.
If you require 80.
Treble 20 is looking at, which would leave double 10. 2 darts at that. Single 20, and he needs another. Oh, double 10 then. That's good darts, quality checkout, and he keeps his nose ahead. Mickey Mansell leads one of the tournament favourites, Gary Anderson. They leave the stage, Anderson trailing 3-2. wonder if we're going to get an upset here in the first round. Gary Anderson trailing Mickey Mansell 3-2. Meanwhile, on board number 2, the Welshman Johnny Clayton in action against Geoffrey de Graaf. And Johnny, who's had a very good year, is going well again. Good score there, and he's 3-1 ahead, as you can see. Tidy player, Clayton.
Well, he's in good form, isn't he? And galvanised really by that Players' Championship win. And then played a couple of TV events since then. And showed how well he can do on the TV stage as well.
Well, Gary Anderson is not himself seemingly tonight so far. He's got to get some concentration and move on a level. If not, could become a victim of a big upset here. Mickey Mansell, an heralded player from Ireland, has his nose ahead, but Gary Anderson now with the darts.
Well, as we know, Gary likes to get in that rhythm, doesn't he? And it's very difficult when you're playing against somebody who really takes his time. He's mentioned it before when he plays Mansell. He doesn't like playing him because of not being able to get in his normal rhythm. And Mickey always takes his time, as you can see. He won't be rushed.
Gentleman called Wayne Mardle, who does a bit of commentary on another channel, I'm told. He's pointing out that this fella here, who gets his first maximum of the match, has his watch on his throwing arm, and he says that's not common. Think of any others to hand who used to do that?
No, not really. Most people do have it on the left arm, but because he's left-handed, you would expect him to put it on the right, but there we go.
Bobby George always had a few jingly-jangly bits around, didn't he?
About 10 watches on his arm.
Amount of gold on his arm, it was quite a wonder he could lift his arm. Clayton's gone 4-1 up against de Graaf, cruising.
54.
He's not finding his range, but fair to Mansell, he has upped his scoring.
Plays Gerwyn Price if he goes through, an all-Welsh battle if Johnny Clayton wins that one.
Clayton's got a good record, I think, against Price.
They'll be singing in the valleys one way or other.
He's getting a good name for himself, is Johnny Clayton. Very confident player now.
Well, the break is on here, 81. No finish for Anderson. 159 is a bogey number, so he's 6 darts from here for 81. Just setting it up. Nicely done.
Yeah, likes to go that route, doesn't he, for 62. Goes for treble 18 and double 4.
It's great darts from Anderson, but now this is the moment that counts. Mansell has to take his opportunities, and this is a big one.
Yes, it's always a dangerous game when you're hoping your opponent misses, because that's what can happen.
4-2, a subdued atmosphere. They came to worship Gary Anderson, and at the moment the Scotsman is not delivering. He's under the cosh. Needs to get first to 6, and Mansell just needing 2 more legs.
And you can see he's giving it his all. Down the 19 route again.
83.
Not throwing as smoothly as he often does, is he, Anderson? For this looks a bit distracted. Slow and methodical, steady ton from Mansell.
Yeah, Mickey will just plod on there. I'd say he's only averaging mid-80s.
96.
Clayton now leading 4-2 on board 2 against de Graaf.
Again, he finds the treble.
It's another steady ton. Anderson under pressure again.
At this moment in time, that's all he kind of needs to do, isn't it?
Well, he's 20 points shy of where he normally throws in terms of averages. Averages don't always tell the story. Nothing between them, you see. But there is something between them on the scoreline. 4-2, Mansell ahead. Indecision again from Anderson, not sure where he was going there. 136, Mickey Mansell, this for 5-2. 6 darts from here, Alan.
Yeah. Another treble. Double 8. Oh, he gets it. This would be a fine finish.
Superb
fine finish it is.
Superb checkout, 136. Quality from Mansell, who's not being put under any sort of sustained pressure at all from Gary Anderson tonight.
Oh, happy chappy, is he?
Doesn't look happy at all, does he? A few shouts from the crowd. Voices carrying to him. I think it might have been something as simple as "Come on, Gary." He'd like to deliver. But it's just not quite there.
I just can't find his range with the first dart, so that's why he's been switching a lot, certainly down for the 19s, and even started on the 19s on 3 or 4 occasions.
Mansell only needs one more leg, and one of the favourites for the title is out. Jeffrey de Graaf has pulled another leg back against Johnny Clayton, 4-3 on board 2.
Just not happening for Gary at all. He's still over 100 ahead.
Well, he's certainly not himself tonight, Gary Anderson. Mickey Mansell can surely have not had as significant a victory as this before in his career. This is going to rank right up there. But the way Gary's thrown tonight, I just wonder whether something's wrong.
He's himself 170. Feel sure that if he does have a throw at it, he'll go for the ball just to really try and get himself going.
Well, not on a finish, and so at least 6 darts from here for Anderson to pull one back to make it 5. No, that's just the wrong side of the wire.
Strange last one as well, really. Treble, he would have left door 15.
Thought he might.
Possibly. Does have a bit of time though, just to tidy up the leg.
85 then for 5-3. 70 required. He's going for treble. No, he's not going treble 10. Double 8 he needs now.
69.
Well, this is surprising. Normally he'd be putting himself onto the top of the board, and he went down there for double down the bottom. Not a happy boy. Johnny Clayton's just gone 5-3 ahead on board 2. Well, it's getting to the stage now where Anderson's got to get this one. He needs to check it out, or it could be good night. Double 4. 2s. Oh dear, dear. I wonder if that might be it. $104 for the match.
Should have 2 darts at a treble here to leave a double. If he can get it, he can't. So Anderson will return for double 2.
56.
Well, he's got to get it now. Double 2 for 5-3. There it is. At last, and a half smile from Anderson. Crowd trying to rev him up, trying to get him to move on a level.
Well, we all know the level that Gary can play at, and he's obviously not there yet. But if he takes a step back and looks at it, he probably doesn't have to produce that much. And you look at Mansell averaging in the low 80s.
Well, 140 certainly aids the cause. One more leg and he's there.
Well, when you're throwing for the match and you get that, it's almost a dream start, isn't it? Better, Gary.
Clayton now 5-4 against De Graaf. Will it go to the deciding leg?
Mansell knows this is a very important leg, and he's producing a fantastic one. 140 followed by a maximum.
His second maximum, and Anderson, how often do you say this? Not very often, I tell you. He's not had a maximum as yet. Mansell closing in on a spectacular victory, maybe.
Yes, hitting that treble 20 with the first dart. Incredible.
Look at this.
25 will leave double 18, or treble 15, double 8.
That is sensational darts. He's left himself on double 8 after 9 darts. He could win with a 10 darter here. So this is for the match. Double 8.
Incredible leg here.
For a 10 darter. Double 4. Nerve. Double 2. They're jangling. A little shake in the hand as he threw that one.
Yes, and it puts pressure on his next visit as well. When you've missed a double for the match, you are thinking about it. It's only natural to do so.
Oh dear, dear, dear. Well, that's a poor visit from Gary Anderson. So, double 2. Anderson not really putting pressure on him. This is it for 6-3. And he's got it. Mickey Mansell has defeated one of the big favourites, Gary Anderson, and he is through into the next round. The Irishman prevailing by 6 legs to 3, a big upset.